Forspoken, I saw like a clip. It may not have been like that, but from what I got from it, it sounded like the person was like teleported to another world, but they're us, like they're from Earth, and they get teleported to another world, and it's like, oh man, I have powers now. I was like, oh god, I hate this. Like I hate the fact that they're like including. They're trying to make either you feel like oh man, this is how I would act if I was in that game. Well, I don't care how I would act if I was in that game. I'll give you somebody who's like trained their whole life to master these powers and stuff like that and stuff. It's not like, oh man, I have
Oh,
powers now, woo! And just fucking start
dude,
going
I
crazy.
fucking hate that.
Literally,
Like when
like this.
movies and shit
So
do that.
in anime and stuff like that, it's called isekai, right? When these characters get like killed off, but
Nani?
like get struck by like a car or something like that. In anime, they get teleported to another world, and they're like god tier powers. They're like all fucking strong as hell, but they like, oh well, in my world we did this, this, and that. I'm gonna use I'm gonna use my tropes to see if I can get this right. And of course, they're like, we're thinking like people, like modern day people, and they go to a world where it's primitive, so they have like a lot of trust in people. They do this and that, so they're overpowered as hell because they like, oh, I can beat these guys because I have this power or something. It's something stupid. I hate that trope. And I think
Yeah.
that's what I saw in that clip of Forspoken, where it's like, "Oh, are you a hero? No, I'm just Rachel from Starbucks, but I have godly fighting powers now." Just make your own storyline. Don't try to use modern day as an excuse to make a shitty storyline. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And
I always make fun
that's the
of.
thing that I'm gonna that's the thing I'm gonna hate about maybe the story. I don't know if I haven't seen any reviews on it, but if the story is bad, that's what I'm blaming it on, because the games look good. Like the game, what I seen, like them
Yeah.
jumping, all the powers look really great. But like if the game is a single player game and it has a shitty story, that's because they use that realism. Oh, fucking, you just got teleported to another world. You have to save this planet. What the fuck am I gonna do? What if I
Like, what
go
do
there
I
and just
care
make it
for?
worse?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What if I go there and make it worse? I'm pretty much god tier. Like I'm fucking awesome. Why the fuck would I help these people?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, I'll become a dictator. Fuck them. You know?
Yeah, I'll be able to. They can't stop me. Unlimited power, just like
Yeah.
shock everybody who's against me. The hell? Like again, people are weird like that, and that's why I hate when they try to put like modern people into like the future, the past, medieval times, give them powers and stuff like that. It's like a trope that I've kind of got over
Yeah.
because of anime and also because of like other video games and stuff like that.
Right. And then also, like, from the perspective of, I was thinking about it like this, looking at the movies the Twilight movies. When I was a teenager and in the friend zone a lot, I was like Team Jacob because I was like, oh man, she's just not giving him a chance.
I'm Team Jacob too.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
I'm looking at it now, and I'm like, oh, I'm totally Team Edward, man. Fuck Jacob. He was just like, screw him. He was just being like weird, because I was being weird when I was when I was in high school. But like, it's kind of like that, where it's like, okay, when you're younger, you're like, oh, how cool would it be if like I was in this other world as myself in this other world. Now, as you're older, you're just like, I don't want to be me. I want to do other shit as someone else. Like you said, I want to be the guy that's been training his whole fucking life and been like with these powers since I was a little kid. Or you're not playing as like yourself, fucking bitch ass Rachel from Starbucks. You're playing as an actual character from that world. Like, oh yeah, I am this person, because it's just it's kind of strange, and a lot
I
of
feel like it's like an excuse to like make shitty writing. Honestly,
yeah, and I make fun of X-Men for doing that shit. Like X-Men, I think it's like X2 or X3, where like Magneto walks into this room and there's like 3 or 4 people, and there's like that black chick and that guy that like lights shit on fire, and he walks in and he's like, so what's your power? And he fucking flame on his thumb, like, gotta show the power off, I can't just tell you. And then he said something like to the girl, like, oh, what's your power? And she like fucking super speed, like 3 feet away, and back, and he's like, right? And he's like, okay, you know. But if she's so fast, he wouldn't even have seen her move. They only did the animation for us, the audience, to let us know that, oh, she demonstrated her powers. But it's like, you couldn't just say it like, yeah, I got super speed. Like, I gotta super cornily fucking show you my power real quick. And then that's the only time I remember her doing anything cool in the movie.
Yeah, she got destroyed by a storm.
That's what I mean.
She
Like,
got
yeah,
fried.
yeah, can't speed past lightning, bitch. Like, gotcha.
She was like, shoo, shoo, shoo.
McGavin, are you frozen?
Yeah.
Like,
What happened?
you were like, I
Oh
thought
no, I
you
was
like
looking at
lagged
something.
out for a
Oh
second.
no, 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 no! I'm about to share this reason why I hate it. Like the game.
Okay.
Okay, once this is over with, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about.
Oh, you're gonna okay, but like, nah, I get what you mean as far as like, yeah, it's like I got superpowers. Let me just, oh shit, like in movies where people like, get the superpowers. It's so dumb how they show like, oh, I know how to control my powers all of a sudden. It's
Mm-hmm.
like that's what I liked about the Man of Steel, and I liked about uh, in X Men Origins Cyclops. Like he had to wear the sunglasses because like if he
Yeah.
took them off,
Yeah,
his eyes start hurting and they fucking just blast off. Like he doesn't have
yeah,
control over
yeah.
it. And then
Oh,
in
but
Man
he
of
never
Steel,
has control over it, bitch. But at least he knows how to keep his eyes closed. You know what I mean? Like he trains with it to make it
Ah.
better.
right?
I mean, he was just like,
And, and in Man of Steel, when like he's the kid and he's like, like just seeing through people's bodies and shit, and he's freaking out
yeah,
because he's a kid and he's
Yeah.
like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like that shit, it kind of is more believable where you're just like Clark punches a hole through the like car door as he's trying to open it up or some shit. It's just like, yeah, that makes sense because you have no idea how to control your strength because you're a child and you're just getting stronger faster than you're realizing it. You know, shit like that. With Uncharted, it especially doesn't make sense because like you'll have like a story beat like I can't leave you or I can't let that happen anymore, and then you go like blah 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 like kill like 50 dudes like the
Yeah.
mass murderer that Nathan Drake is.
Because
But
he is pretty much.
he is like I probably killed like 200 people in the first game alone. Like
it was like a trophy for like
so
killing 1,000 enemies or something.
yeah you get yeah like for 100 dude like he's over here like getting shot like one time in the entire series.
Ah.
He's like but then
Oh
like
yeah.
he's like
Then he's like hanging on the bus. He's just on the bus, like on the train. I'm sorry, the second
yeah,
one.
and he's like
He's
he's
here
like
popping heads and shit.
yeah like he's popping heads and then he pulls out his notebook like I just got a trophy for 200 headshots. Pop, 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 pop. These guys are bad. That's my reasoning. But no, the overall, I get it. I get it. Do better, game developers.